This is Julia. Today is Saturday in Australia and I really wanted some French toast, so that's what I'm going to show you. Just a little bit of background for you why it's called French toast or how it came about. Basically, French toast in French we call it pain perdu, and the literal translation is lost bread. So basically, back in the day, a long time ago, because they didn't want to waste any food or any bread, they would have this stale bread, and they decided that instead of wasting it, losing it, they would put it in an egg mixture, fry it, and put some sugar on top to eat it. So that's why French toast came about, and you would normally do it with some stale bread, but you don't actually have to. If you want to have some French toast, just have some French toast. The interesting thing about this is that a lot of people think of French toast as being something fancy when it actually isn't. It's not a fancy thing like a lot of people might think it is. So let's get started. So the main thing about French toast is, you would have to use a baguette. You don't obviously have to, but this is what we call bread. We don't call that square thing bread. This is bread for us, so this is what I'm gonna use. You can use any other type of sandwich bread as well. So the way I did this is that I cut it diagonally, and I'm gonna show you how I did it. So take your baguette, so you take the top of your finger, you would want it to be that thick. So the baguette was like this, and we're gonna cut it diagonally. I find it nicer when the bread is actually a bit thicker so that it absorbs all of the egg mixture. You can also use the sandwich ones, but this is my preference. You will find the full recipe in the description box below the video or in the comment section. Now we're gonna prepare our egg mixture. I've got some eggs. Beat this together and make sure it is well combined. So there's nothing I hate more than seeing the white and the yolks not being mixed well together. In the original recipe, you would not add any sugar to the mixture, and in most places they don't actually add the sugar in the egg mixture, but I find that it makes it a little bit sweeter, and the eggs that go through the bread, it's just that little bit sweeter, and I like that. So I'm gonna add some sugar. Mix that through. I also like to add a little dash of milk, not too much. I also love to add some of my island. So I come from a French island and we have our own sugarcane rum. This is obviously optional, but this is the way I've been doing my French toast. If you have any strong alcohol, you don't have to put it in if you don't have it. Just put a little bit of vanilla essence. Get kind of a big baking dish. We're not gonna bake it, but we're gonna put the mixture in it to dip the bread in. I just find it easier for it to soak. Now get your bread, dip it in, and don't be afraid to leave it in there so that the middle part also absorbs. Like, I've seen some people just putting it in for a few seconds and then taking it out without the middle actually absorbing the mixture, the liquid. And I don't like that. I like when my bread cooks, and when I open it, I want some of the eggs to be actually inside, kind of custardy inside. Turn it around a little bit. If you can add more bread at one time, do that. So get a frying pan, put in a bit of butter, let it melt. You don't have to use butter if you don't want to. You could use some olive oil even, it just gives you a nice taste. Any type of oil you like. So get your bread, make sure that there's no excess, because otherwise it's going to be running around, and put it in. And do the same thing for the rest of the bread. If your pan is quite hot, it won't take too long to go brown, so make sure that you stay next to the pan while this is going on, because you don't want to burn it. This took just about 30 to 40 seconds to brown like this. If you feel like you need to add a little bit more butter, do so. I mean, you don't have French toast every day, do you? Gotta indulge sometimes. To stop your butter from browning, just add a little bit of oil. My French toast has finished cooking, and you know, if your pan is quite hot, it will be pretty fast to cook. Probably was on the stove for about a minute for both batches. Look how beautiful. Straight in my mouth. It's good. I like to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on the top, not icing sugar, but the granulated sugar, because it gives a little bit of a crunch and it's so good. So I hope you're gonna try this recipe. Please give it a like, and also if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you get a notification of when I upload my cooking videos. Also, I would like to say a thank you to all my new subscribers. It's pretty amazing that people follow what I'm doing, and I love to cook, and I like to know that it pleases people to actually look at my videos. So hi to my new subscribers, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Interesting about this is interesting.